Hello, this is Golden Strings Studio, and today I'm bringing you a video about editing videos using the video editor that comes with Microsoft 11. So if you're currently not using any kind of tool to edit a video and you don't want to spend money to try out some video editing, you can use what comes with Windows 11. It's not very robust, and it only does limited kinds of things, but it's certainly a way to start or just to create some simple videos. So let's start with this. Go down to your Start button here to find the program. We'll click on All Apps, and we'll scroll down and find Video Editor. Click on that, and it brings you to this screen. You can see it shows any video projects you have. You can create a new video project. There are some settings that you might want to set if you use this on a regular basis. Totally up to you. Appearance of the screen. Totally up to you whether you make any modifications to this or not. Once you've looked at these settings, if you choose not to change anything, just click on the back arrow here. Go back to your project. We're going to go ahead for today and click on New Video Project. First thing it's going to ask you to do is to name it. We're just going to call it Video Editor 2. The next thing, of course, is you want to add some clips. So we're going to go grab a couple of clips from this PC. So wherever you store these, in this case I've got a few here. And if I click on that and hold my control key down on my keyboard, I can click a second and third one. And not have to continually add. I can add 4 at one time. So now you can see that we've got 4 clips added to our storyboard or our project library. And let's go over the screen a little bit. So this is your project library where your clips are going to show. This is your viewing screen. Up here you can see you've got some commands for music and to finish the video. And down here you've got some more commands that we'll use as we proceed on. And this is the storyboard where you drag your clips down into it to create a storyline for your video. So we're going to start out and we're going to add a title card, which might be important to you. You can change the background, as you can see here, change the text, or even change the duration. It's currently set at 3 seconds, so we'll just leave that. We're going to change the background. Let's go with a black one. And you've got some custom colors. You can also add more. Click on Done. Now we'll add in the text. Let's just go down and let's choose this cartoon. In this case it comes up yellow. I have not discovered a way to change the color of the text for these different types. They do come in some different colors, though most of them are white. But here you can see there are other choices. But we're going to go back and use this cartoon And right up here in this box here is your title to put your text in. So we'll just type this. I'm just going to call this Birding in the Golden Isles. And down here again we'll click on Done. Now you do have a layout here. You can center it, which is this is currently centered. You can put it up at the upper, middle, to the left, down the bottom, to the right. You can choose any of those choices that works for you. Again, limited options, but it gives you those choices. So now we've created and as you can see, it pops up and gives you a little animation there, 3 seconds. And that's in our first area of our storyboard. So let's pull in another video. In this case, you see that it shows the length here. This is about 59 seconds, so just under a minute. And there are various options now we can do to this clip. We can trim it, which certainly means shortening it. Splitting it means adjusting, you know, if we only wanted to use 30 seconds of a minute video, we can add text, motion, 3D effects, filters, and speed. We're going to try these out on the clip. Let's start with trimming. So here we can adjust using these arrows here. We can see we've got some probably space that we don't want in here, and I might adjust it a little bit this way. So now what's left is only this section here. Again, we'll click Done, and we'll see we've shortened our clips length to 27, 28 seconds. If we wanted to split it, again, we can bring it anywhere in the timeline of this 27th video and trim off a piece of it. So I can set it right there. It'll split it there. So now I have two, and I can decide whether I want to keep this or use it. In this case, I think I'm going to go ahead and remove it. So I've got a little delete button over here, remove. So now I'm down to about 27 seconds on this particular video. If we wanted to add in text, we can do that. Again, we've got the same choices. So let's choose the format here, down, put it at the bottom. And we're going to type, this is a painted bunting. So we'll click Done. Now we've got a little message on our clip there. Motion, you can see in this case it doesn't really work well with this particular clip because we're pretty close in, but certainly for landscapes or other things, you can see it gives you choices of different zooming in or motion options that you can use. And again, you can adjust your timeline anywhere where you want to put those. We're going to cancel that for right now. 3D effects is similar to what you can also use with photos. You get all these effects, and there is a 3D library up here. None of this would be real appropriate for this particular video, but we can put something in. Let's put in the live. And we can make it smaller. We can adjust it and put it down here. We can actually move it where it is on the timeline a little bit. So let's move it down here. We can try this out before we finish with it. We can sort of test it and see whether we like it or not. So let's say we like that. And you've got a volume here that you can adjust it with, attach it to a point. And we're just going to click done. All these options you can certainly try out for yourself. It's got some nice filters that you might, it might help you out. Classic, adventure. These are similar to photo filters if you've ever used those in various photo editing. Here you got kind of a black and white. And they may enhance your video and they may not. And here's an arcade that gives you a really kind of strange effect on it. I'm just going to stay with the original. So now we can kind of, let's go back and see from the start what our video so far looks like. Okay, I'm not going to go run through the entire thing, but another option, of course, is for you to change the speed of the video. And here you can set it, you can slow it down, you can speed it up as much as 64 times. Probably don't want to do it that fast. You can take it down quite a very slow. And that certainly may come into play where you might be doing some special type effects. We're just going to leave this for normal right now. Okay, we've gone through the various options. I'm going to go ahead and pull in another clip here. And again, we probably want to take a look at this video and see if we need to do any trimming or splitting on this. Now I can see right off that when I was filming this that I zoomed out a little bit to give it to center it a little bit more. So I think I want to split that out. I want to adjust that. I want to get rid of. So I want to start my video right here. And I want to get rid of this section. I hit my remove or delete button. Now I'm down to 22 seconds. I can change the motion again. I can do filters. I can change the speed. Let's see if somewhere in the video, like if I lose the bird or something, I think I'm going to split off maybe the end of this a little bit. As you can see, he flew off. So I'm going to split it about right here and take off this 1.2 seconds. So now I'm down to 21 seconds. Let's see, let's pull in one more video. This is some wood ducks. And to demonstrate, I mean, if you decide later that you want this clip here, you can easily move these clips around just by clicking and dragging. There are some wood ducks up here in the tree. I probably don't want so much of this. I think I might split this down a whole lot. I may only do about, I don't know, about 10 seconds of this. So roughly I'll do it there, split it, get rid of the bulk of it. Now if I want to put say an ending text title card, I could certainly do that. I'm going to leave the background to be black. I'm going to change the text. I'm going to go ahead and stay with my cartoon, and then just change this to say, let's just say, thank you for watching. I really want this at the end, so I'm going to move this over here. For purpose of our demonstration, I think I'm going to cut this down a whole lot, just so we can review the whole thing. I'm going to take about half of this video. And you can hit your delete key on the board when you have something like that clicked. I'm going to cut this one down as well. I can either hit my delete key or use the delete button over here. So now I've kind of got my basic video lined out. I could certainly add some more text in here for the woodpeckers or for the wood ducks. I could add filters in, so forth. The last step we're going to do is go ahead and you've got some audio choices here. You can add some of their background music. You see they already give you some various options if you don't want to use your sound. They also allow you to pull in any audio files that you might have that you created. If you had your own vocal or sound effects or anything else that you wanted to use, you can add that in by clicking on the Add Audio File and pulling in that folder. And of course finish video, but we'll do that in a moment. Let's choose one of their background videos. Don't know what this one sounds like, but let's take a look. Let's look at it from the start. There you go. You've got a pretty good little simple video. This program doesn't really allow you to use transitions. It's really simple in the options that it gives you. There are much better software. Either there are some free softwares that you can certainly get that are more give you more options, or you can simply purchase ones, I use a program called CyberLink Power Director, which gives me lots more options, and it's very more robust and lets me do stabilization and transitions and special effects, a lot more choices and titles and things of that nature, subtitling. So it just depends on what your budget is and how complicated you wanted to make it. This is a pretty easy, simple program. It already comes with Windows 10 or Windows 11, and you can do this on your own fairly easily and not be real complicated, and still give you enough to trim and split and do some speeding up or some special effects, in a limited kind of fashion. So the last thing we'll do is go ahead and click on our Finish Video button. You see you've got some options here on quality. Again, some of the higher level software programs will give you much more or more options on the type of quality that you can save your program to. But 1080p is not bad for YouTube or for sharing on Facebook or other types of social networks. So now we're going to export this. And of course it lets you decide where you want to put it. I have a little folder called Finish Videos. I'm going to label this Birding Golden Isles Video Editor in 2002 and export that. I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's something that you can use if you don't currently do much in the way of video editing. Again, simple program, easy to follow, pretty intuitive, and you can save your files and of course use them in whatever social media that you enjoy. So I really appreciate you watching today, and I hope this has been beneficial, and please leave any comments or any questions and I'll do my best to answer.